Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. First off, I want to thank you for supporting the first Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer video. If you missed it, I'll link it down in the description. This video is going to be basically talking about my honest opinions about the game. As you know, as far as what I played, I didn't play much of it, but I'll give you my honest opinions. And I will basically tell you what I found when I played the game, what was new, and what you guys should be expecting once the beta comes or the full release, depending on when you're going to get your hands on it. So first off, honest opinions. I like the combat flow. The game plays just as smooth as Black Ops 3. Now that's a good thing. But with the same token, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I don't know, just because it's so similar to Black Ops 3. The game feels like a Black Ops 3 expanded DLC. Imagine Black Ops 3. For those of you that loved Black Ops 3, and can still play it, you're going to love the game. But for me, I cannot play Black Ops 3 all over again. And it's not the same exact game, but it feels very, very similar. It's just BO3 without exo movements or boost jump thrusters and wall running. That's exactly what I can describe the game as. Of course, there's different little portions to the gameplay experience or whatnot, but as a core, it literally feels like BO3 without thrusters and wall running. I also do feel that it is so complex that I don't know how newcomers to the franchise are going to be able to get the game and adapt quickly. Regular Call of Duty, you get the game, all you have to do is run and gun and shoot people and kill or die and go up to the objective. Here, there is so many more things that you have to worry about and so many more things you have to learn. Of course, core players and veterans and players that do this on the daily are going to be pretty easy to catch on, but newcomers, younger kids that never played COD before, I don't know how that's going to affect the community or just the people that come new into Call of Duty or just the franchise in general. It's a good game. Again, it's a pre-alpha. I can't really tell you it sucks, it's horrible, or it's amazing because it's too early. It's a pre-alpha. It's not even an alpha, but my honest opinions, it's good. I don't know how long. I don't know if it can last a whole entire year again because it's so similar to BO3 in my opinion. I'm probably going to play it, of course, in the beginning for a couple months and see how it goes. Hopefully the beta's a little bit more, tuned up or updated, and then of course the full release will be even more updated. I guess it all depends if you enjoyed BO3 or you didn't. Me personally, I played the crap out of BO3. That's why I haven't been playing it, because I burned it out. So I guess it all depends on when the game actually releases. Now, when playing the game, I did notice a bunch of new things, and this is what I'm going to tell you guys, and this is probably the perfect video for you guys to ask me questions in the comments, depending on what I talk about here. If you guys have any other further questions or concerns, please start a conversation in the comments below, and I'll try to get to as many of them as I possibly can. First off, I want to just get it out the way. You guys know it's only boots on the ground, 100% boots on the ground. There is no thrusters, no wall running, boots on the ground. I will say though, I feel like, and there was a leak about this, that there were thrusters in this game a couple months ago, and they scratched the idea. And it's kind of weird because there's some parts in the map that feel like they were built for thrusting. There's one map that there's a window, and it's not so high, but it's low enough that you can't really climb over it, but it feels like if you had a thruster, you could jump into the window. It's kind of weird. I'm sure they'll update this once the beta comes around or once the full release comes around, but there were certain aspects of certain parts of the maps that felt like thrusters belong there. But everything's boots on the ground, 100%. The health in this game is 150 now. It's 150. It's slightly weird. It has the slowest time to kill that I've ever experienced in any Call of Duty. It takes a lot of shots to kill enemies. There's going to be some times where you kill them fairly easy, but for the most part, I felt like I was shooting all my bullets at people. Like, it's really hard to get double and triple kills now. It's less common just because of the health and how long it takes to kill people. But the health is 150. Another weird mechanism that you would think it's a lot harder to get used to, but it really wasn't, was regenerating your health. Remember, you have to auto-regenerate your health. If you don't auto-regen, you will not get far in this game. Now, the way you auto-regen is you press L1, your tactical grenade button, and your character will shoot kind of like an injection in his arm, and your health will go back up to 150. Depending on what you have in your class setup, it'll take about 7 seconds to reload, or less than 7 seconds to reload for you to do it again. The specialists are back, of course, and it's kind of weird because you can only select one specialist per player per team. You cannot no longer have a team full of like ruins or batteries. Only one player in the match, in the lobby, per team can have one specialist. You could select specialist during the game as long as nobody else has that specialist. So in the middle of the game, you want to swap out, you can go for battery to ruin. If nobody else has battery or ruin, you selected, you just can't have the same specialist in the same team. If I had to compare this to anything else that I played, it's probably Rainbow Six. Different operators, It's identical to that. The concept, not the gameplay style. It's completely different, but the concept, and probably Overwatch as well. There is tier attachments, so you have some weapons where you have a tier 1 foregrip and a tier 2 foregrip. What a tier 2 foregrip does, it's basically a souped up version of the tier 1 foregrip. There was a person actually sniping with a sniper with a tier 1 quick draw and a tier 2 quick draw. The aiming down the sight was so ridiculously fast that it felt kind of weird and uncomfortable. And I think this is something that will get nerfed in the future. And I just want you to know that it's a little crazy. Okay, there's tiers to attachments now. There's also a perk Gluttony, which allows you to run 3 perks of the same tier. So tier 1 perk, tier 2 perk, tier 3 perk. Normally you have 1 of each, and maybe if you have a wild card, you have 2 of each. Now there's actually a perk Gluttony that allows you to have 3 perks from the same tier. It basically maximizes your playstyle. So I guess it's a good thing. It honestly, it felt pretty nice. When it comes to kills, there's no longer kills, there's eliminations. And the way this works is, let's say there's an enemy, has 150 health, you shoot him, you take 100 of his health, your teammate shoots him, he takes 50 of his health, he dies, you get 100 points, your teammate gets 50 points because that's the damage you've dealt, but you both get the elimination. So it's kind of weird. There's no more kills, there are eliminations. Although I've heard, I'm not sure, I cannot confirm, but I think it's true that if I got 100, if I dealt 100 damage to that enemy player, 100 of that damage goes towards points towards my score streaks, and if my teammate dealt the remaining 50, those go as points towards his score streaks. So that's how that works, which that portion alone I like. I don't like that it's eliminations, but that part, I think it's cool. I know some of you guys want kills because you want to brag about your kills, but kills are gone, okay? It's eliminations. The respawn sucks. I don't like it, but I can kind of see why they did it. Respawn, normally when you get killed, you can skip your kill cam like every other Call of Duty, but you can no longer spawn right after you skip your kill cam. You skip your kill cam, then you get a map overlay of the map you're playing in, and then you have to press X or A depending on the console to respawn. It's kind of weird. Sometimes there's kind of like a second delay between skipping the kill cam and the map overlay and you pressing X or A to, you know, spawn. So I guess they did this to kind of avoid spawn trapping as much as possible, but it could get irritating. There's times you just want to keep on playing and you got to press like 2-3 buttons just to start again. I don't know. It could be a little bit irritating, but then again, there's probably a method to the madness. Just thought you guys should know. It's a little weird. Shotguns are back, and of course they've always been back, but now they're secondaries. But do not be frightened. They suck ass. I literally shot a guy with a shotgun 4 times and I got 4 hit markers. He didn't die. I saw somebody shoot a guy going prone AFK on the floor. 1 shot, almost point blank. The guy didn't die. So there was only 1 shotgun. Maybe that was the worst shotgun in the entire game. Of course, this is probably going to be buffed, but the time being, the shotguns were super underpowered, and they're secondaries. I guess it's a good thing because having a secondary shotgun, it's no bueno. Okay, they're super underpowered at the time being. Last but not least, the teams consist of 5v5, no longer 6v6. You might be like, whoa, how slow is the gameplay then? It's actually just as fast as BO3, almost, maybe a little bit less, but it feels really fast. Feels faster than World War II for sure. I think it's because the maps are a lot smaller than BO3 maps, and for some reason, I didn't even notice I was playing 5v5s, but I just thought I'd let you know because this is something very important. 5v5s, and of course, it's kind of like Rainbow, 5 operators per team. And I'm not sure about Overwatch, but again, just so you guys have an idea, 5 specialists per team, 5 players per team. And like I said, you can only have 1 specialist per player in the lobby. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If there's any other remaining portions of this gameplay, I'll leave it here to you guys. Let me know in the comments, concerns in the comments boxes below. Thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out to Activision and Treyarch for flying me out and providing expenses. It's always a pleasure, and enjoy.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. We've lost the hardpoint. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Net call. Hostile Hellstorm inbound. Hostile UAV circling. This is it. Fight like you've got a pair. Hostile TAC deploy beacon online. Dead. Hardpoint located. Hostile UAV circling.
They're gone.
Hardpoint is secure. Hardpoint lost. Hostiles have established multiple UAVs. Hardpoint contested. Lost the hardpoint. There goes my bottom line.
Annihilate down. Expired.